What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. And in today's video, we're going to be going over exactly how to get a property under contract when you are wholesaling real estate. I'm going to be breaking it down from start to finish on exactly how to get a property under contract so that way you can have success in wholesaling. That being said, this video is going to be value packed, so make sure you watch the whole video. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go down below, hit the red button, and subscribe. But with that being said, let's get right into it. So first off, let's talk about how do you first find a homeowner that is willing to sell you their property at a motivated, discounted enough price for you to be able to mark it up, sell the deal, and make an assignment fee, right? Wholesaling real estate is all about finding a distressed property, getting it under contract at a discounted price, then marketing that deal to find a buyer that wants to buy that deal, and then marking it up. So let's say you get a property under contract for $100,000, mark it up and sell it for $120,000, and you'll make a $20,000 assignment fee just for selling your paperwork, right? We're just flipping contracts here. We're just getting a property under contract and then assigning our contract to a buyer for an assignment fee. So we need to find a distressed, motivated seller, a property that needs work, right? There's tons of different ways to go out there and find these properties. And that's going to be called conducting your marketing. This is going to be the marketing part of the business. Now, you can put out bandit signs that say "We buy houses cash" and hang them up on telephone poles. You can send out direct mail that says, "Hey, we buy houses." You can get lists of data and cold call homeowners and cold call them and say, "Hey, are you interested in selling your property by chance?" And you can pull lists of data of sellers that have owned their property for 20 years. So that way it's likely they're willing to sell it because they've owned it for so long. You can get properties where there's code violations, divorce list, death list, all these motivated factors. You can get data like that and then cold call it. You can also go door knocking, or you can go driving for dollars. And guys, there is links down below in the description for all the different resources and tools I use in order to conduct marketing and find a motivated seller. And I have a ton of other videos on my channel that go over exactly how to conduct these marketing methods in order to find a deal. Okay, so now we've done marketing and we find a seller that wants to sell their property. What we need to do now is we need to negotiate with them. We need to say, "Hey, how much do you want for your property?" Right? Pull out their asking price, and then from there negotiate with them and try to get the property under contract at a good price. So let's say it's worth $200,000 and it probably needs 10, 15 grand in work. We probably need to lock up this deal around $100,000, okay? And guys, I have another video on my channel about how to calculate the offer. So I recommend you go watch that video after this as well, and that'll show you exactly how to calculate the offer so that way you know what to offer the seller and what to get the property under contract for. So once we talk with the seller and we use our sales skills to negotiate with them and come to an agreement on price, let's say we agree at $100,000, we then need to get the property under contract. And that's the main point of this video is, okay, how do we get the property under contract, okay? So let me show you what contracts I use. So if you want to use the same purchase contract and assignment contract that I use for my wholesaling real estate business, you can go download them for completely free at jacobblank.com/free, and there will be a link down below in the description for this as well. All right, so this is the purchase agreement that we're going to be using when we get a property under contract with the seller, okay? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill out this contract and then send it over e-signature to the seller. You can use DocuSign or Write Signature, and that way they're going to be able to sign the contract electronically in their email. So that's how you're going to send it to them in order to get a property under contract. Now, how do you fill out the contract in order to send it to them? So first, this agreement is made today. This is going to be today's date. So you're going to put the date in here. The next spot is where you're going to put the seller name. This agreement is made between seller name and you, the buyer, right? Buyer and or assigns. Your name or your LLC, your company, and or assigns. This gives you the ability to assign it and sell it to an end buyer. Next, you're going to put the property address in right here. Next, we move on. This is where you're going to put the purchase price in. So the $100,000 we're getting the property under contract for, put that right there. Next is the earnest money. Guys, for a contract to be binding, there has to be an earnest money deposit put down. So you can do $10, $100. We always never try to do more than $500. You don't actually necessarily need to deposit this as well. So you can just put $100 on there, and don't worry, you don't got to deposit it. You're not going to be out that money. Next, we move on. These are just the standard terms and provisions of the contract. I have another video where I go in depth over every single detail of this contract, so go check that out as well on the channel. But these are all the standard terms. This term right here lets you back out of the contract no matter what. So if you're not able to find a buyer, you'll still be able to get out of it and be able to cancel the contract without any trouble because of term 7. And then term number 10 lets you market the property. So we obviously need to be able to market the deal in order to find a buyer that wants to buy it. So term 10 says, seller agrees to let buyer market the property on all these marketing channels, right? The next are just standard terms, and then the close of escrow is right there. And then here's the spots where the seller is going to sign, right? So you're going to want to put the close date in right there, any additional terms that are unique to the contract, and then the title company that you're going to be using. For every real estate transaction, you got to use a title company to close it. So yeah, you're going to fill those 3 out, and then you'll be able to go ahead and send this over e-signature for the seller to sign. Once you put it in an e-signature platform, whether it's DocuSign or Right Signature, just go ahead and input the signature fields right there. I'll go ahead and show you. All right, so now I have my e-signature platform open. I use Right Signature. I'm going to go ahead and click Choose from Computer, and I'm going to go ahead and open up that document. And this is going to be how to get this property under contract. This is going to be how to send that e-signature to lock up the deal. All right, so now it's here. You're going to go ahead and put the seller's email in and your email in, so that way you can send it to yourself to sign it and for the seller to sign. All right, next we're going to move on to placing fields. Obviously remove this on the top of the agreement before you send it. But now we are on the contract. We're going to scroll down to the bottom, and we're going to add the signature field spot, one for buyer, one for seller. If there's another seller, you can add that there as well. Then we're going to add the date field. And then what you got to do is you got to make sure they're mapped to the right person. So this one's set for seller. We need to make sure it's on buyer. Make sure this is on buyer. Make sure it's on seller, And it is. So seller, seller, buyer, buyer. It's going to be asking for the right signatures, and then click review, and then click send, and send it to the seller and get their signature. And that is how you're going to get a property under contract, okay? Remember to go download my contracts at jacobblank.com/free. One other thing I want to throw in this video to give you some more value is the assignment contract, right? Once you get a property under contract, that's just the start. You then need to be able to sell it. So let's say we got this property under contract, right, for the $100,000. We're then going to use an assignment contract once we find our buyer to sell the deal, and we're going to try to sell this deal for $120,000 and make a $20,000 assignment fee. So let me show you how to fill out the assignment contract when selling the deal. You're going to put your name here because you're the assignor, okay? Your buyer is the assignee, you're the assignor. Input your name there, then put the property address, and then put the buyer's name here as assignee. This is stating you as the assignor are assigning the purchase agreement for the property address to the buyer. Then the price. The underlying contract is for $100,000 that we have with the seller. We're going to be assigning it for a $20,000 assignment fee, making the total purchase price that the buyer is paying $120,000. Assignment fee. The buyer is going to be paying a $20,000 assignment fee. You're also going to be reimbursed your earnest money that you put down on that contract. Next, earnest money that the buyer is going to have to deposit. Guys, you always want to get a $3,000 to $5,000 non-refundable earnest money deposit from the buyer. You're also going to want to state where and by when they have to deposit this earnest money. So we always put the title company's address, and we always give them no more than 48 hours to make this deposit. Next is all standard terms and provisions of an assignment contract. And then the final thing I want to point out is this contract is non-assignable. That's something you're going to want to pay attention to. There's something called daisy chaining, where somebody will act like they're the buyer, but they're actually just going to reassign the contract to somebody else and make an assignment fee on top of your assignment fee. If you don't want that happening and you want to make sure you have a real buyer, make sure you put this contract as non-assignable so they don't go and resell the deal after you sell it to them. And then down here, you're just going to put those signature spots again and send it to the buyer for them to sign. But guys, that is how to fill out the assignment contract in order to sell the deal. I hope that is helpful, showing you what contracts to use and how to get a property under contract when you are wholesaling real estate. Again, go download these contracts at jacobblank.com/free. There will be a link down below in the description for this. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the red button and subscribe. If you liked the video and found it valuable, hit the like button. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.